Okay, we are here for episode 1 of Kickback with Next Up podcast long interview series. First episode, we got our boy
You
Tamarri
know,
Lindo,
yeah,
new Next Up athlete,
big up on yourself, isn't it? Glad to be here.
big guy, U Sports bronze,
yeah, U Sports bronze,
Nationals bronze,
Nationals bronze, OUA bronze,
provincial
provincial
gold.
champion.
So tell me about the provincial race. I want to hear obviously you think that you'd want that national to be a gold, but I feel like that provincial gold meant more than the bronze at the nationals for you.
Yeah, honestly, it did feel more than the bronze in nationals just because I don't know if you guys been seeing the other day. Like I've been going through a lot of problems, like mentally, especially with, like my whole immigration matter, and like as soon as it got cleared after everything that was happening, like I went back into training. I felt like less stress and like everything in practice, what I was doing, just started clicking. So it was like I was praying, I was fasting, and like everything was just starting to come together as soon as that stress came off my head. So as soon as that happened, I was like just ready for that race, to be honest. After that heats, I won my heat, beat David for the first time. I was like, hey, like, it actually worked. My first time ever running sub 14, like over the Olympic height. So I was like, all right. Then the finals came now. I was like, should I got to race like Craig now? like, yo, this is the big guy now. I was like, but then like I was on my knees, like I was on like I don't know if anybody's looking at me before the race, so I was like rocking from side to side with my hand on my knees, and like, cause in the morning I'm said a prayer like to say to God, like, God, if like I pray that I want to win this, I actually want to win this, cause I feel confident in it, and like as soon as I knew, cause I like the year before Craig raced the heats, but he didn't race the finals. So I just expected him to go and race in the heats. So when I saw that he was running the final, I was like, shoot, like I didn't know. And then like when I was beside of him at the line, and I was praying, I was like, I heard a voice in my head, and I knew that was God speaking to me. He told me that this is what I prayed for. So I was like, just go do it. And then as soon as that, I knew I was gonna win the race, to be honest. Like, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
And how do you feel after? I was across the track and I heard you yelling. I seen you jumping. I heard the commentators talking about you.
Nah, man. Honestly, I was just excited. To be honest, I kind of expected it, cause even though like I did see Craig like kind of ease up a bit, was like, nevertheless, I still knew I won that race. Even though I saw his name flash up first, I was just hyped to know that all my hard work I've been doing is finally paying off, and it just started like clicking. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's something I really want to like. I'm using as motivation going into next season.
Mm. Okay, let's go back to nationals. Me and Hannah were there. You were there. We were lucky to kind of be there and cover the event, watch it. Hannah saw me after you raced. I don't know if I told you this or you seen this, but after you raced, I was very happy. I will say. Later that night, I started crying heavy, but I was like tearing
Yeah.
up. I was like, I just want to see you succeed. I'd seen what's been going on all season. I was like, okay, I want this guy to do well. And then after you raced, and I seen you get a medal at a nationals, I was fired up. That was your first Canadian national medal, right?
Yeah, my first ever. Well, my second time. Well, my second time ever going to nationals, and my first time ever medaling.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, really appreciate you for like feeling happy for me, man. Like cause man, it was a tough mental game. Cause even that same morning, no, the night before, I got a call by CBSA to say that I was gonna be deported like 5 days after that event. So it was like
Oh wow.
there was like a lot of pressure on me. I even lost weight going into that race, cause it was like I felt some type of way because they called me like one on the other end. I think my mom was trying to tell me that nah, everything will be okay, everything this and that. Like she's trying to make me feel calm, but she knows when this is one of the biggest races of my life so far. And then on the other end, it was like everybody's reaching out to me saying, "Hey, yo, what's happening? This and that, this and that." I was like, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't even tell my coach about it as yet. So like, but even in the warm ups, he could have tell that I was kind of off. So like everybody saw how I was reacting, even just for the bronze. It was like one of my worst times all season, but like just the fact that I came out there and got the medal, I felt very happy and grateful. But as soon as I went back home, back to the hotel, man, the stress started back again. So
Mm.
I'm just grateful. So.
And so like between then and provincials was about 2 weeks, right? 2 3 weeks.
Mhm.
What was the process in between there? Because I figured that by provincials you had found out that your family was good to stay for a while. What was that like?
Um, it just felt like a big relief. Like I don't even know how to explain it because I was there while it was happening. But my lawyer said until they send you something in paper, don't go out and say anything yet. But it's like I knew everything was okay. So as soon as that big relief, I kind of had the CTFL final that week. I was kind of still overjoyed. So I wasn't really feeling myself yet because I was like, damn, like I was still processing like, damn, this is actually free now. Then the week after when I had nationals, No, AOs, my bad. Um, everything just started feeling nice. Like everything, I just felt like I had no stress. I could just focus on me just running right now. That's what it felt like. And then everything just started feeling good. Like I just felt happy, honestly.
Okay, and from what I talked to your teammates about,
Hmm.
I was asking around. I was like, okay, we were playing this shoe. You're thinking about we're gonna go into it, and so I asked around. I was like, okay, tell me about Tamarri. What do you know? What that he won't tell me that I won't know right away. And I think about 3 or 4 of the people all said that man loves to eat. They said that man loves to eat, bro. Get him some food,
Damn.
he'll be happy.
No, honestly, man. Honestly.
What's the difference between your in-season diet and your out-of-season diet, or is there not really much of a difference?
There's no difference.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite meal? Like
Yo, man, I tell you the truth, I like Popeyes. You know what I'm
Popeyes?
saying? Yeah, it's like all of my teammates know that. From Dwayne to Crystal, them, Shade, Diana, Ashton, Ibrahim, all of them like usually say like, hey, like you got to stop eating that shit eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Do it
like,
while you're young, bro.
Yeah, like, it's, I'm young right now, but it says it's gonna catch up to me, and I'm like, man, I don't believe that. As long as I'm eating the calories, and I'll be alright. But like they said, trust me, it's gonna catch up to you. I haven't seen it catch up to me yet, but you know, well, we'll see. We'll see later on, though.
Bro, I'm just saying, next year at Nationals, you got to stay in the next step house. I'll chef it up. Hannah
Chef
knows.
it up.
Hannah
Chef-
knows.
course, man.
oh, yeah. How many Popeyes biscuits do you think you could eat in one sitting without any water?
Oh, without any water?
That's crazy.
Shoot, like
That's dangerous, for real.
I ain't gonna lie. I love food, man. I could eat about 6.
6?
Yeah, man. Like honestly,
6 is crazy.
man. Like I knew I loved food ever since like I was a kid. Cause this one time my mom like said I ate a lot, so she bought like a whole box of pizza to test me when I was like 5 years old, and I ate 7 slices of that pizza
Oh,
as a child of a whole large pizza. I had 7 of those slices, and she was like, "Damn." Like she just looked at me.
And nothing changed.
Yeah, and nothing changed, man. Like and then when that one slice that I left, I came back like 1 hour later crying because like I said, who took my slice? I was like, nah, man. I always knew I loved food. Like I just had a thing for food. Like food always been my thing. Like if you want me to feel happy, like I think I said this to my girlfriend just the other day. Like food kind of decides what I do in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like food like helps me to think. So.
Bro, it makes you happy, bro.
Of
You
course,
eat
man,
something good, you're going to feel good the rest of the day. No
Of
matter
course.
what's going on around you.
Of course,
Mhm.
man. That's my
That's
secret
good vibes.
happiness.
That's why we need good eats. Next up house at Nationals. Oh, my God.
We're
I tried
gonna
to stock
muck.
it up. We had to go to Costco before, and then we found out no one had a Costco membership. We thought that someone had, and she was like, "Oh, I'll drive you there." And then she thought we had one. She's just gonna drive us to hell. Got nothing, bro. We got no eats at the house. I had to cook everything
Man.
myself.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I like to cook too.
Really?
What's your go-to snacks though?
I like to
If,
make,
if we're gonna go stock up for you,
yeah,
we're grabbing snacks. What do you need us to get?
Chips Ahoy.
Chips.
Chips-
Okay, okay.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
good
man.
choice.
Yeah, Chips Ahoy. That's something that I eat a lot. You know, if you know about me, I drink a lot of NJ. You guys don't know what NJ is. It's like an inside joke, but it's like chocolate milk. We call that NJ.
Mm.
Like where I used to go to St. Mary's, and then I like lemonade, orange juice. Like that's pretty much it. I eat a lot of sandwiches too, so you can also get bread.
That's simple. That's easy.
Yeah, that's easy. But I like to cook though.
Mm.
I like a lot of ramen.
A lot of ramen.
Lots
Okay.
of
Instant ramen.
and mac and cheese and stuff like that. Like that's me right there, you know.
This is so
Give me
funny
some of
hearing it
those
from
and,
an
like-
athlete, like a top athlete saying instant ramen.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I've been saying. Every time I meet like crazy, whoever it is, however like awestruck I may be of them or how much I think of them, it's all just people, bro. Everyone's a snack.
Man.
Marco's out here crushing, bro. He's gonna go back. He's gonna crush a PB and J. He's gonna,
I'm telling
he's
you,
having a muck after he races.
Muck.
I'm telling you, man.
Even these people with nutritionists, you listen to your nutritionist, you
Yeah.
still gotta, have some ice cream.
The thing is about me though, I don't really like dairy that much. I'm not the biggest fan of like I love ice cream. Apart from ice cream though, like, I eat like ice cream and donuts, but everything else
Ice cream and donuts.
Yeah, I can pass on those. Like things of like cake. I'm not the biggest fan of cake. I'm not like a cake guy. I'm just a strictly donut or ice cream guy.
So on your birthday, do you just eat donuts? And
On my
ice cream?
birthday, I just go out and eat food like regular food. Like I don't really like celebrate my birthday that much.
Mm.
So it's like I'm not that type of guy to like, oh yo, buy me a cake. Like every time I used to get a cake, I used to say, yo, just give me the money, man. Like I don't need a cake. Like, so that's always been me. So.
You said you have a late birthday though. When's your birthday?
Like October, you know what I'm saying?
October. What? Why are you thinking
October
about?
24, you know.
October 20.
October
Write that down. Write
24.
that down.
Yeah, I don't really tell people, but it's on the internet, so I
Mm.
usually didn't like to tell people when my birthday was, cause like
We're
people
gonna
will be
show up with a
looking out
cake, custom cake for you.
Yeah.
Ice cream cake.
With like,
that's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
hide
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
inside.
Because,
Making a
like,
money themed cake just for you.
that'd be nice, man. Appreciate it. But like, I didn't like, cause in Jamaica, like when like you tell somebody this is your birthday, a lot of people greet you with like punches. Like they give you like
Oh,
20. They
yeah.
give you like say my birthday. Well, I'm gonna be 21. They give me like 21 punches.
Yep.
Each person I see gives me
Being
21
there.
punches. I'm like, I ain't trying to do all that. So you know, I never really like tell nobody when it's my birthday. So
That's
it's like,
so funny.
you know, it's one of them
You never
things.
had that happen to you?
Not as a kid, but
Nah,
like
in
not
high
when
school,
I'm
that
like
was a thing for sure.
21.
Nah,
When people punch me, that's just like
man,
that's like
they're giving you full force punches too.
That's
Even if they see your back, they're just
crazy.
they're punching your back too. I'm like, man, I'm not on all that. I'm not on that timing.
Okay, so we were saying earlier, all season's kind of over. School's coming back next week. What do you think about this upcoming school year and the upcoming indoor season? Feeling good
Honestly,
going into it? Everything's going your way?
of course, man. Like as long as I stay healthy, because like a lot of people didn't even know this season. Like I kind of always had like hamstring injuries like this season. So I like every time I'm getting closer to my goal, I kind of have to back off of training because like
Mm.
I had a weak hamstring kind of since like when I was in Kingston College from like 2019. So it's kind of been like an ongoing injury that I always had. So it's like it always shows up. I actually opened my season very late this year. I only did 4 indoor meets, which was I think it was which one was that? That one at Windsor. I think it was the
Mhm.
Windsor Team Challenge. Then I did a last chance meet in Ottawa, and then I
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
had
remember.
OUAs and U Sports. That was it. Like I didn't do much meets because everybody like kind of counted me out for this season because like a lot of people didn't know if I was gonna run or not. But I showed up, got a medal. Kind of wanted a gold, but like I know I wasn't there yet, so
Yeah.
I'm still grateful for it. You know,
That's what you need to do. Well, now that you've kind of gotten, you've let people know that you're on this high caliber, on this next level. Are there any meets outside of Canada that you're interested in going? I know a lot of universities will go out to find better competition south of the border. Are there any meets that you have your eye on that you've heard are really cool that you want to go to, or are you good with staying home?
I kind of want to go to the States, like to like do some races, like not specifically for indoor, but for outdoor specifically, because like I'm trying to get higher on like my rankings. Say if I don't even hit the automatic standard for like world championships or whatever, I want to like go out and get like the higher meet so I can get more points. Like I feel like that was the thing like I really missed this year. Like I only could stay and do like the more low key meets, so I didn't have much of those. So like yeah, so
You gotta go to the big time ones.
of course, man.
With the
like,
whole runway walking through,
yeah, man,
show up to
yeah.
the track, look
Runway.
good.
Of course, man. Like,
Hey,
that's the
just
goal.
saying. No, we'll set that up in Canada soon. Don't worry.
Of course, man.
Hopefully.
Yeah, Davis has some crazy ideas for his own track meet.
Oh, you said you starting the trap meet?
It's been in the works for a couple of years now. We were thinking about it last year, way too early. I was ignorant,
Man, you should
but
have-
we're
should have,
still
like-
slowly cooking.
I think you should have like a early morning session, like where like a bunch of people can just run. Cause I realize a lot of people just show up to just run if they're in like the right area. Like they say, oh, a track means keeping. Everybody say, oh, I'm gonna race. But you should have a special invite section, and like you leave up like a spot open for like a person who does good out of like the early meet, so they can get a special invite. Like
I
that
like
person
that. I
gets
like
into
that.
like the later
Yeah.
section. I think that'd be pretty cool. So like they can see like the whole fireworks and everything that's happening in the evening. Like
Yeah.
you get a couple good runners to show
You
up.
have to get fireworks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
Like,
I'll make sure to put that in the budget.
yeah,
Do you
what I'm
know
saying?
the Milrose games indoors?
Yeah, yeah.
There's
yeah.
a thing that they introduced, I think, the past 2 years for the mile, the men's. I think the men's and women's mile. There's another meet that's at the same place, like a week or two in advance, and whoever wins the fastest heat of it, they get a bid to the Milrose.
Yeah,
And I think stuff like that's so cool. Like I think
Yeah.
that's the way to go.
That's what I think. Like if you didn't hit it like automatic, like you didn't get that invite. Okay, here's your chance. Like like show yourself, prove yourself to say like you deserve to race with the big guys. You know. So
Well, and if it's a smaller meet too that doesn't get much attention, like it brings
Yeah.
attention to it. That's the way to go.
That's true. Man.
Okay, I'll put that on the list. I'm not saying anything yet, but we'll put some fireworks on the list there. A
We'll get
runway,
good
an
catering.
invite.
Yeah, like
Catering is
like
crazy.
you're like
Good catering just for you.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
like,
just for you. We'll get you set up.
We'll get Popeye's
yeah,
catering.
man. Just get a Popeyes. Maybe add in
Popeye's
some
truck.
Yeah, man. Probably
Tough.
getting some Burger King too.
Oh, I love Burger
I
King.
love my Burger King. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
You
What
don't
do you
like
get
Burger
from
King?
Burger King?
You don't like Burger King?
The
Man, I
Whopper.
even like KFC, man. Like sometimes I even throw in a little KFC in there. You know that barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? You put that on the chicken, kind of Jamaica. You know them have
Mm.
barbecue chicken and them thing there. You see me? So me throw my barbecue sauce on my chicken, dog.
You do that
Yep.
hidden menu stuff?
Of course, man. Like,
What's your secret hidden menu that you're gonna put people onto?
brother, I can't tell the man them that. Can't tell the man them that, dog. Yo, everybody will see me like eating a whole bunch of food and me thinking I'll be spending all these big dollars on it. Nah, man. I just know how to stack up to like. I'm a foodie, man. Like I know what I want to
He
like stack up
knows.
on my meals. You know what I'm saying? So, but I spend a lot on food though. I think like when I could be spending on so much other things, like I just spend food. I buy food every day, man. Like I don't know why, and I have food at home, but like it's just the sense of me being outside and seeing food. I'm like,
You just got priorities.
yeah, like
You
I'm
know what you like.
Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's me literally.
Okay, so is there anyone else on the York team that's got good eats, or is it just you? Does everyone want what you got? Or are there anyone else that you see and you're like, okay, they got some good food?
Boy, I mean, I tell you the truth. Like I'm there in the York team, and I'm gonna say a couple people. I say Destiny kinda. Destiny Smith. Like she was in the 60 U Sports final. So
Yeah.
like like yes and no, cause she's also from Jamaica where I'm from, so she knows what I eat and like know the type of foods I like. But like the other day she told me like she prefers barbecue sauce on her pizza, and I'm like, she got an X right there. And I said like, nah, that's not me. Like I mean I had to check her taste buds twice, man.
Do you do pineapple on pizza?
Of course, man. Pineapple
Mhm.
belongs on pizza, man. Like any man out there so I say pineapple don't belong on pizza is a crook. Pineapple is for the pizza, bro. Pineapple was
agree.
made by God for pizza. Is it? So just I leave that out there.
Okay, what's the vibes on the York team? I feel like they're like consistent, kind of low key. They don't get as much like media stuff. So what's the vibes there? Even I don't really. I know I go around a lot of teams all over the place.
I feel like they get a lot of disrespect.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel, no,
Disrespect.
not specifically like I feel like by other schools though. I feel like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to say too much on who the schools that be disrespecting. Like they don't disrespect me, they disrespect my teams. But I'm telling you, like the thing is, people don't know about York. York doesn't recruit that much, and they also have like a lot of walk-ons. Like majority, like it's only 1 and 2. So like a couple people get like actual like recruiting and scholarships. Like I was one of them. You know, Arwin, he was also the OUA silver medalist. He was one of them. Like, and over the years you have 1 and 2 like people come in like people think like we just have talent, but we're not like using them. It's just like I feel like York doesn't get as much talent as like the other schools, like as a Guelph for Western. I think they have a pretty good program, and they're on the come up. I feel like in the next couple of years, maybe hopefully this season we show like we can at least come. I don't know, like maybe a top 10 in the U Sports, but like over the years they did it before, so I don't know what's like stopping them now. But I kind of see like just from what I see like out there, even though I don't really train with the team, but I see the team every day because I train with Athletics Canada. But I see the team every day, and I know like there's a good program. It's just that they need the talents. I believe like if they get the people to come, you'll start to see York out there more often, man. And there's a lot of people on the team with a lot of vibes. Nathaniel, AB, he graduated this year, but like everybody's like good and fun. It's always vibes when it's there at York, man. I'll give them that for sure.
That just reminded me the first time I ever interacted with Tamarri. I don't know if you remember this, but we were at U Sports in Manitoba, and I was there because I worked. I don't know if you say this after you just said that, but I worked for Guelph. Like I was the one doing all their media in the winter, and so we were at U Sports, and I think you and AB came up to me because I know AB.
Yeah.
And AB's like, yeah, like get this guy a video, and I'm like, oh, what's up? And you go, yeah, like I need you to get me a video. I need you to get me a video of me beating Craig Thorne.
I need it
That was my
now.
first introduction.
I'm gonna be Craig
He's like,
Thorne.
give me a video of me beating Craig Thorne. I was like,
Hey.
bro, I work for him right now.
Hey man, it didn't work out, but hey Craig, no hard feelings. I'm just a very confident man, you know. I always like to believe in my abilities. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's just me, you know. But I could definitely see myself saying something like that. I may not remember it on the top of my head right now because maybe I was just off so much adrenaline. Because when I'm off it, when my adrenaline is like high, I say whatever comes to my mind, man. Like say, oh, I'm gonna crush this guy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Like if some people see me, like it's like a thing that me and my coach do. Like I watch a lot of Maurice Green, like to see like how they talk to themselves before they run. It's like that's what gets me going. So I'm like, if somebody hears me say something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if I did because I'm like I'm hearing this back now I'm like wait I said that yeah like but yeah I definitely believe it so
What was your first interaction with Next Up? What was your first time you seen her stuff, or first time you were like, oh, this is, I like what you guys are doing?
I saw like I saw some pictures of like Jacqueline them and Zoe them and Craig when he won U Sports I'm not U Sports Nationals 2023 yeah when he won that 2023 and it was in BC.
In Langley,
yeah. I was also in that race, and I was like, I saw him getting all the highlights. I was like, oh, like, but I thought it was like a only Guelph thing, and like certain athletes. I was like, I'm not going to insert myself until like I get where I need to be, like but I'm here now, so
That's what we want. That's what we try to enforce. We try to get all the schools involved because people come up. It's funny. I work for Guelph like in the winter, and there were a couple athletes that came up to me and they were like, "Why do you only ever do Next Up stuff with Western people?" I was like, "Bro," I was like, "There's a decent amount of Western people now, especially with some people transferring, but also." There's a decent amount of Guelph people, and I try to like get from as many schools as I can. I try to share it out. Lots of love, like people in Ottawa, people out west, people out east.
Yeah.
But now we got a York representative.
Hey man, I'm just trying to make a lot. I'm trying to show people that York, they're actually a good school. You know what I'm saying? Like trust in the program and do your thing. You'll definitely see some results to come. So So I'm trying to just put on because everybody either goes to Western, UFT, or Guelph, obviously, or they go elsewhere, like somewhere far out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying like, hey man, you can come to York, man. Like, hey, if you're out there, you got talent, come to York.
There you go. I was gonna say, is there any last messages you want to give out? But I think that's it right there.
Yeah, man, come to York, man.
Okay, well, Tamarri, we appreciate it. We appreciate you coming on. Episode 1 is done. You're gonna see a lot more stuff with this guy coming soon, coming through the season.
Of course, man. Let's look out for all you is U Sports Nationals, NACAC under 23, FISU games. And, looking forward to hopefully the World Championship.
There you go, Tokyo, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the vibe right now. So just wait for Canada for free me up a little bit. So but that's the vibe for real, is it? So
there you go. Next up.
Next up.